Hello and welcome properly into the world of sport. Well, it's time to talk sport on 360 Sports Show on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Lots to talk about concerning the Super Eagles. Super Eagles will be jetting out tonight to Cameroon as the training session actually ended this morning at the MK Abiola Stadium. As we speak right now, 25 players are in camp. Samuel Chukwueze just jetting as the news filtering in, and also Joe Aribo has joined the team. So we have 25 players as we speak. So joining me in the studio is Nuruddin Muhyiddin Jimo. Good to have you.
Good morning, my pleasure to be here on the show.
Good one. Looking into the Super Eagles of Nigeria, that is the in thing now, at least. Just have to talk about the AFCON. AFCON is in the air.
Definitely.
And that is the song everybody is singing across the whole continent of Africa.
Yeah.
Now we are looking into the foray of Super Eagles of Nigeria as we have them. Now the news coming to us is that Odioni Gallo's case is becoming something that we can't explain. News came in that Cyril Delsa could be the one to actually be called to take over as his space if he won't be able to make it. And also there was another name being mentioned, Akikumi Amo was also mentioned. But the way it's going, someone also mentioned Terry Murphy. But for now, Igalo is not in camp, and the Eagles will be moving today. And the only story we heard that, okay, as it is, Cyril Delsa might just be the one to step in for him.
Let me start on the note. The news actually filtered in. It wasn't confirmed over the weekend. I heard from the grapevine that a Saudi club might just not release him, and I was like, oh goodness. You know, we heard of the top European clubs, you know, not wanting to release their top players. You know, it's been a topsy-turvy issue about releasing players for AFCON. You know, for the big European teams, they actually want it cancelled. But for me, I was taken aback when I had a Saudi Arabian club, you know, saying Igalo might not, you know, come, that he had said he had retired, now he's coming back. But it's neither here or there right now. Where we stand, the only positive thing we have is that going forward, we have an embarrassment of talents in the forward line. If you look at our forward line, you know, some of them might not be regulars in the Eagles, but they are guys that have been doing really well at their club side. You know, where I have problem is the department of defense and midfield. So up front, if Igalo eventually doesn't come, I think there's his return to Holland, down to the Netherlands with Feyenoord. He's been doing well. He scored 4 goals already. He was in Genk with Onachu, which unfortunately won't be coming also because of injury. You know, he didn't really cut it in Genk. He's gone back to Feyenoord. He's been playing well in few games that he's played. He scored 4 goals. So he's a good player, but you know, he's one of our Oyinbo imports, like we like to call them. And sometimes when some of these Oyinbo imports come, they struggle to actually, you know, get the rhythm of African football, which is different from, you know, what they are used to abroad. But whether there's us, whether Terry Murphy, whoever, I think that forward line are more comfortable in the 3 major departments that we have. Defense, okay, 4 actually, goalkeeping, defense, midfield, and the forward line. I think I'm most comfortable with our forward line. Whichever formation we choose to play, I think anybody that is called in will fit in properly. Awoni is there. Kelechi Wakali, what's it called? Iheanacho, senior man, is doing well. You know,
Sadiq Umar.
Sadiq Umar is also there. You know, so we have Peter Olayinka. Yeah, they've been doing well at our club. So I think at this stage we can't cry over spilt milk. We just have to work with what we have. And what we have, whichever one, I think we're good to go. Okay,
now still looking into that particular squad. Now the Super Eagles, if you turn around, you look at the fact that these guys, what they are doing ahead of the AFCON, they want to make sure they perform very well. Despite the fact that our first, let me say, our top players, some are missing out, some are not coming yet, and all that. But we just have to appreciate the fact that, well, those that have been given the late call-up, they actually meet up. And they are here in Nigeria, except for few, the likes of Jamilu Collins. It's so surprising that Jamilu Collins is not here by now.
The German league's been on break. I have to say, Taiwo was one of the early bears, the first 3 that arrived. I was on their camp the very first day they resumed. Awoni was on camp. You know, he came from the German Bundesliga, so I wouldn't know what's stopping Jamilu Collins. Aside from Jamilu Collins, I think we have 2 others. We're still expecting the late call-up to Tyrone Ebue, who plays in Italy. He's been doing well in Italy also now. And of course, there's one other person where 3... Igalo.
Igalo's case is dicey,
very
because
dicey,
that's
actually.
why news came out that Desa could actually come in for him. Okay, now still looking at that Super Eagles, Joe Aribo the one that plays with Rangers, is around now.
Yes.
We're so happy that Aribo is around, and also Samuel Chukwueze.
Yes.
The two players actually they are in Nigeria now, and they will be just now with the team.
Yes.
The addition of those two players will actually spark up some at least joy and happiness in the mood of those Super Eagles, because in fact yesterday the entire squad were really looking at will Chukwueze make it, and now he's in town.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I have a little problem with our defense. Sorry, with our midfield, and even the coach.
I think we are short in that midfield.
Very, very short. Even the coach, Guavon, alluded to that. I spoke with him yesterday and was like, we don't have creativity there, and defensive-wise, is only what's his name, the Leicester strongman that we have there. Wilfred Ndidi. That's the only person. Definitely, Etebo will be a great miss for us. He's been injured. Definitely, we knew he wasn't going to come. But if you look at that midfield, defensively, I pray he doesn't get any injury or yellow cards or red card throughout the tournament, because definitely there will be nobody to fill in for him. Then creative-wise, that's why Wakali has been brought in. There's no creativity in that team. Let's face it. Aribo has tried to slot in, and like I said about the Oyibo guys, the good guys that are born bred, in Europe, the style, the way they play is African football is different. We call it the Jambody football. And when you see Aribo where he plays for Super Eagles, he struggles. The only match he has played well was the friendly we played, I think, against Brazil, that scored a fantastic goal. And why did he play well? Because the style of play was something
suits.
Exactly. But African football, look at all the qualifiers. Aribo tends to struggle, and when we don't have people giving those killer passes, then the strikers might be in for it. And the wingers that we have running from the flanks, they are not wingers that cuts back and puts the cross across for the striker. They are the people, you mentioned Chukwueze, like Chukwueze, Moses Simon. These are guys that like to go all the way, cut in and take shots. So I think those are things. That's where my worry lies with the Super Eagles in terms of blending, team chemistry. The governor needs to tell them, if we are playing wing play, keep the crosses, cut back, give them the cut back. The midfielders, they should be able to drift to the edge of the box, so that when you take on 2 or 3, because Chukwueze has the ability to do that. Ejuke is another guy they've been saying, maybe he's going to play as a 10, maybe he's going to play as the wing. Ahmed Musa, don't forget, is also there. So on the wings, we have fast and very tricky guys. But then it's not about trickery. It's not about just running up and down. It's about the end product.
Okay, now let me cut to that. Looking at this particular clip, you have Taiwo Awoniyi there.
Yes.
Taiwo Awoniyi. If you look at Taiwo Awoniyi and assuming you have Igalo, since Igalo is not available there, who can you place alongside Taiwo Awoniyi here?
For me personally, on current form, in everything, Taiwo, for the players who have in camp, Taiwo Awoniyi should start.
Okay.
So we're looking of who to pair along with it, depending on which formation we're going to play. So for me, the guy that plays in Spain, second...
Samuel Chukwueze?
No, okay. The striker, the lanky...
Sadiq Umar.
Sadiq Umar, yes. Sadiq Umar, I watched their training yesterday. I think he also
he scored some goals in the training.
Some goals.
He's just behind you there. So look at Sadiq Umar there, the man from Ameria.
Ameria, exactly. He was at the Under-23 Olympics. We did well. He's in Spain, although not in the
Primera Liga.
Primera Liga.
But he's a Segunda Liga now.
Segunda Liga, but he's still doing well. And I see the hunger in him. There's one thing to have the talent. There's another thing for you to have the hunger. That hunger in him to want to make an impression, to want to make a statement. The same thing for Awoniyi also. Awoniyi, he's been doing well. Union Berlin. Talk about Lewandowski. Talk about the best scorers in German Bundesliga. You mentioned Awoniyi there because his stats shows that he's been doing well. And this is a guy, he went to Liverpool, he couldn't cut it. I said he's learned from the very best African players, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. So this is a player, and I spoke with him, very humble guy, told me, bros, I want to make a name for myself, my family, and make this country proud. So he is hungry, he wants to really make. So I would like the likes of Awoniyi and whoever we choose, depending on the formation we want to play. And like I said, I think my major worry would be services to this front line, because these guys, with their eyes closed, with their back to the post, they know how to score goals.
So it's our midfield now
Service
that you are worried about.
That is my worry.
And if you look at the way the Eagles have been training so far, you watched the training yesterday,
yes.
The one they have this morning, and also even previous on Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you look at the entire squad, then from 13, Ahmed Musa joining them, before you have others begin to actually come in, Hernacho and all the rest. But right now, the 25 players in Canberra, as you speak, Samuel Chukwueze and Joe Aribo has actually joined in. And you look at these players, can you say that the 25 players, rather maybe before Chukwueze and Aribo came in, the 23 players you saw yesterday, can you say the Eagles are ready to fly?
We're not ready to fly yet. Let's be very, I have to
sincere.
say it, yeah, we have to be very sincere. Our build-up preparation has been horrendous. It's not been top-notch for a big African nation. You know, as at 3 days ago, we still have 10 players. I don't know. And I have to say it here, I have to be blunt. Some of those players were in Nigeria, and they couldn't just find their way to the camp. So for me, that's a bit of indiscipline on the part of some of them. But like I said, I don't like to cry over spilt milk. Where we are right now is, okay, we had 23 thing. I think yesterday was the only time I could say we had a full training. Yes, because I was at their camp last week when they resumed. We had only 3, 4, 6 of them. What kind of training? They trained at the hotel at Bolton Wide in Zone 7. It was just like, ball walk, just stretch. So
the body.
Basically, the whole of last week, we didn't do anything meaningful. We started doing something meaningful just 2 days ago. Yesterday was the one we really had a full training session. Definitely is going to impact on, and when you're having new players coming, team chemistry, team cohesion is key.
They need to be together as one family.
Yes, understand. How do I lay the ball for this guy? How does he want it? Does he want, the move? Do you want short passes? Because every player has his own different style. Forget that they're all Nigerians. They need to understand each other. I spoke to the like of Mokachi in the past, and he said, 94, we played like a gang. We were like a family because we knew each other. We knew how this guy wanted. Finidi on the flank, he knows where to put the ball. Baba Yakini, God bless his soul, which is eye closed, he knows how to bury the ball. There was that team chemistry, apart from individual talent. So we have, now it's like we are solely relying on individual talent. I just hope within these few days, they'll be going aboard a chartered flight, they'll go to Garoua, north of Cameroon. I hope they will settle down and just have, we're playing on Tuesday, so we'll still have few days
to at least work together as a team.
Yes.
As a team now.
It is key, very, very key. I'm glad we're not playing Saturday, we're not playing Sunday, we're not playing Monday.
They can rest and then
plan. Exactly, so that there won't be jet lag, they can relax, and there will be no, distractions, and really get their formation right. Because Eguavon right now, I'm sure he doesn't know his first 11. In his mind, he knows like maybe 5, 6, and it's like, okay, who has life slot in here? Let me see how they perform in training. So those are the issues we have to contend with. But Nigeria, when we're pushed to the wall, we'll come out with our very best.
Just like Eguavon actually says that he's having a sleepless night concerning the match or competition because of the fact that, one, he doesn't even know, not that he doesn't know, but who to pick is his problem. Two, then our performance, especially being the fact that we'll be facing Egypt.
The seventh match
is going to be a tough one.
Definitely.
A big match against Egypt. Nigeria against Egypt. I've been asking people, a lot of people have been a bit skeptical. Some are like, okay, we can. Some will say we cannot. For the majority of, if you actually weigh it, people that says we cannot seems to be higher than, like someone like me, I believe we can beat Egypt.
Yeah.
It's achievable.
Definitely.
So, from your own side, do you see Nigeria having what it takes to withstand the heat of, I don't know why attention is so much on Mo Salah. I know he's the best striker right now, but really attention has been on him. But I love the fact that Ahmed Musa was able to say, well, we too will have quality players that can withstand Mo Salah.
Yeah, I think I'll start from the coach where you stopped. Eguavon said it, and he was basically lamenting that, there's no friendlies, I wish we had played friendlies, and that's true. I wish we had been able to play one friendly. Why not? Maybe a top, MPFL side come play the Eagles at the Moshood Abiola Stadium. Yesterday it would have been good. Kano Pillars, Aqua United, whoever, just play with them, let them have a feel.
That should have been, at least could have been arranged.
Yes.
That yesterday, that's on Tuesday evening.
Yes.
That train they had, at least should have allowed maybe a team that is closer, maybe Nasarawa is closer.
Yes.
Or Niger Tornadoes, a team that is closer to Abuja, let them come, have a feel with the Super Eagles, let the Super Eagles have that competitive spirit. But that wasn't done.
Yes, that's where thinking out of the box also comes in. For me,
maybe they're trying to avoid injury.
No, when you're playing them, of course, it's we, like we say. It's not as if you're playing somebody. Of course, even the players that will be playing the Super Eagles know that they're going for pronunciation. So they won't go with thoughts, opening and all that. It's just for them to have that
competitive spirit.
Yes, and that's match this thing. And that would have been the very best. Even if Guava had told the Nasarawa United, please, if you don't go for a 50-50 tackle, it's okay, no problem. You understand? But we will have still achieved that something. You understand? So I really looked forward to that yesterday, but yesterday is gone, today is here. So what do we have to do? I think going forward, we just need to optimize the little time we have left going forward. And against Egypt, like you said, 7-time champion, I talk about chemistry, but team chemistry. The Egyptians, they have it, because most of them, they have a well-structured and vibrant league. They will just bring in, they played at the Arab Cup that just ended, so most of their players, they are
very compact.
Very, very compact, and they will just bring, the likes of Mo Salah, El Neni, whoever, you just put it, spice up the team and make the team more, vibrant.
So from your analysis now, it's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be a tough one, but I know the Super Eagles. The first match is very key. For me, the way I see it, if I want to be very objective, it might just end in a draw for us. And
draw as in 0-0 or draw as in 1-1 or 2-2?
Like 1-1 draw, because I know.
So who do you see scoring?
No, that will push it. I'll have to check my crystal ball, but definitely I see like a draw, because if you look at competitions, Nigeria, when we go to AFCON, we don't really start well. Even when Keshi won in 2013, you remember, we started
slowly moving up.
1-0, 2-1, gradually. When we got to quarterfinals against Cote d'Ivoire, everybody was like, no, we are coming home. Then we shocked the Ivorians. Then before you knew it, we're in the finals Burkina Faso. And before you knew it, we lifted the trophy. So I think what is very important, that first game, we should not lose it. I think with the draw, we're still okay. And we'll build on that. Interestingly, our second match will be against Sudan. Sudan is also a very tough side. You understand? They have a very good league. Most of their players play in the league. The whipping boys, so-called, they are no minnows in football. Last game, Guinea-Bissau. I would have loved us to start with them and end with Egypt. But then the draws have been made, and this is the lot of God.
Funny enough, I prefer starting with Egypt.
Why?
Seriously. Because at least, that there's this particular style that Super Eagles apply to football. Yeah. But now that they know they are playing Egypt,
they come all out.
They just have to wake up from their slumber, because even if you put Guinea-Bissau or Sudan as the first match, that's complacency could actually set in. Is it not just, but this Egypt now, and they know the fact that a lot of Nigerians are waiting to tell them, after all, you told that you can match up with the Egyptians, you can match up with Mo Salah and whoever they are bringing, we to have stars, all that, but go there and do the business will be in their brain. Nigerians will not want us to lose against this guy. And the pride, the fact that this is Nigeria. Anytime we are facing Egypt, it's always a battle. So I love the fact that we are starting with Egypt. Yeah. Seriously.
I agree with you, but what I'm looking at about is in terms of progression.
Okay,
you understand?
Better.
You understand? Yes, especially looking at our preparation, because the Super Eagles, when you start your car, you go from gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depending on the machine. Yes, so let's take it, then as we are getting confident, getting more team chemistry, then we'll start facing big boys. Then by that time, we're an autopilot, whoever comes, we can take them out. But when the car is just warming up, and you meet a fast running vehicle, you might
who is the fast running vehicle here? Egypt?
Egypt is part of the fast running vehicle. If you want to tout, the favorites, of course, Algeria, the defending champion. Senegal definitely. in fact, not all the North Africans, you put them.
Tunisia, Morocco.
Morocco, you saw how they went for the very prepared chartered flight, their drinks, their food, everything, their chef, everything, they went with it. You know, that's preparation, top notch. The players came on time, one of the first guys to arrive at AFCON. So for our preparation, well, it's as always like that. Even Atlanta 96 when won the gold medal, our preparation was like that.
It was a bit wobbling kind of before we picked up.
Yes.
So maybe Nigerians are used to, you know, we are used to, okay, fire brigade or Boy Scout approach, you want to call it, but we always triumph.
But we should,
but we should change that mentality.
We have to change that because sports is also improving now. Sports is more scientific right now because in the past, sports was more of talent. So we could just do fire brigade and just with our talent and go. But sports is more scientific now. You understand? From your diet, what you do, studying your opponent, knowing how to pick their passes, all their stats, those are very important. 10, 20 years back, stats and diet, everything was just, you know, just coming up. Nobody knew about it. But all these guys, South Africans, what they're doing is that, you know, they've gone more scientific with their football, and that's helped them. So when you are scientific in your approach, you have the talent, and you put proper organization, then you'll be good to go. But when you just rely on your talent, then you fall by the wayside.
Because yesterday, while they were training, I remember there was a time that Sadiq Umar scored a goal, and also Henry Onyekuru. One particular fan was say, we don't win AFCON. I was like, he said, did you see that pass?
Yes.
We have won out. I just looked at him.
Like that.
Why did you say that? Say, bros, you don't see that pass. That pass. That pass is a killer pass. Is a killer pass to the goal.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and say, because of this one, just only one action. He said no. But really, when they started the training, aside the training, when they started the play, you know, the team red versus the team green.
Yes.
I was a bit kind of, okay, this is Super Eagles now. I saw Kelechi Iheanacho at least scoring about 2 or 3 goals. Yes. Henry Onyekuru, Sadiq Umar, all of them were Awoniyi. Peter Olayinka was a bit skillful, trying to do more.
And that man, Educate seems to be, is he smiling at us? Or? he's always serious, like the JJ in the team.
But when he start playing, you see that Educate seems to be has this kind of JJ's style of the way he walks, the way he plays, and all that.
Close to the ground, you know, good gravity.
Then you have Moses Simon too. Yes. Moses Simon, very, very fast player, tricky player. Yeah. Then the skipper Ahmed Musa showing his class as a captain. I love the fact that he waited. He took some snapshot with the fans, and he gave the fans something that they were happy to at least to see. Then I have this goalkeeper Maduka Okoye, very humble, goalkeeper. Akpeyi also the same way. Yeah. It seems this time around we have more humble Eagles.
Uzoho there.
Too.
John Noble is also there. That's the only home base player. I spoke to him, you know, the first day I arrived coming, I was like, you know.
How do you feel being the only Lone Ranger, Nigerian professional football player?
No, I like the way he took it. He said, this is not the first time coming to the camp. The qualifiers, I was with them when they went to Tunisia. So I feel a part of the team, you know, in the goalkeeping department, 3, 4 of us, they are my senior colleague, they are more exposed, but if I'm called upon, I can bet I'm ready to man the post. So that's the confidence. He didn't feel any kind of jittery or whatever. So I think that goalkeeping department, I know definitely, most likely Okoye was going to start in goal, and he's been doing well in his club in the Dutch league also, but I think my problem with Okoye, he needs to have a good command of his defense. They need to protect. He needs to talk more
to them. The way I remember the way Peter Rufai used to talk to the players.
Vincent Iyema
too.
Iyema would tell you, stay here, go there. He should command his defense. You know, he's a good guy because if he doesn't arrange and command his defense, he will be less exposed. And once he's less exposed, then there's nothing. You saw some of the training sessions he did. You know, I know it was a tactical approach. You know, that just defenders, when the strikers go, you just allow them go. But when you are, you know, direct with the striker, what can you do? You can't do anything. So he needs to command his defense properly. And don't forget, now we're having a problem. 5 and 6, who do we pay? I think that's a major talking point we need to do. Oyinbo Wall, I've been having issues with them. And the one leg of Oyinbo Wall is injured, Balogun, who is the more, you know,
more experienced and more stronger.
Indeed. Trusteko, I don't know what's been wrong with him. For Super Eagles, he's not been, you know, top notch. I don't know what the problem is. So that 5 and 6, Awazem has a little bit of knock. because that's the
I
only...
saw him training alone
yes,
on
yes.
Monday.
But I spoke with him just last night. I said, it's just a minor stuff. I will be fine. I'm okay. So 5 and 6, we have issues there. Guavon, I think that would be his biggest problem, because whoever is putting as 5 and 6 will be people that are just playing together.
Good one there. We've been talking with Dean Jimo, who has been the analyst, the Just for Journalist, and also analyst in the house. We really want to appreciate your time. That was a very, very breathtaking analysis there. Good one there. Well, just to appreciate what he has done, we've been reviewing the Super Eagles preparation for the AFCON. They will be leaving Nigeria today. Well, I am Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.